like we need to make like there needs to be like a Dark Souls level AI where you actually have to talk to it like a normal person. Like, cause a lot of the AIs are like Genshin Impact level difficulty.
Remember when I was talking to you guys that I like need just like a pile of cinder blocks to start hitting against my head? That's just talking to people. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest. The best thing you can do, the easiest way to hack around this, okay, don't talk to a fucking AI. Don't fucking talk to. Talking to an AI is like a guaranteed surefire way for you to never have a desire to go and talk to real people. Okay? Oh my God, I have the perfect thing that I want to show all of you. This is like actually, unlike 90% of the posts that say wholesome, this one was actually wholesome. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna find it. It was like 10 billion years ago. I found it. You can do this in America, by the way. The caption is, this American dude on his way to Japanese fluency decides to talk to this local Japanese grandpa, and it turned out to be the most wholesome convo ever. Let's watch.
Interviewing people in Japan, you tell them fluent in Japanese.
Hi, are you Japanese? And he says, yeah, that's right. I'm an American, but I'm studying Japanese. I'm doing a video. Can we take it together? And then he nods his head to say yes. He says his name is Takashi, and he says, you have a cool name. He says, I never talked like this. He said, this is your first time talking like this? And then the other guy says, thank you for talking with me. He asks him, do you have any foreign friends? And the older guy says, no. He said, am I the first? Yeah. And then the American says, let's be friends from now on. And then the older guy says, do you want to come eat in my house? He says, today? Yeah. Sure, let's go together. Do you always eat at home? Yeah, most of the time, because my wife cooks. And then he presses the button, and then they get home, and the guy says, I brought a friend. And the woman's like, who? He says, nice to meet you, let's eat. He says, it looks so good. And he asks the woman, have you ever been to America? Yeah, I've been. When we got married, we went to Hawaii and Los Angeles. It's a long story. Or sorry, a story from a long time ago, from 40 years ago. They've been together for 48 years. And he says, thank you very much. And the older guy says, call anytime. And then he says, thank you so much. And he says, good night. I want to live in a society where this can be a daily occurrence. Like, okay, let me just say, can I just say something really quickly? Let me just say something. I gave this advice many, many, many days ago. Many, many months ago, weeks. I don't know how long ago I gave this advice, but a long time ago. There are people like this in the US that just want to talk to other people. I'm like a pussy when it comes to interacting with strangers. I don't know that I could raw dog an interaction like this in English. Like, I don't know if I could do this. I feel like I would be malding, balding, pissing, shitting, that's like crazy. That's a little crazy. But there are also lots of people like this in America that work as like cashiers, or like baristas or whatever, that will want to talk to you, or like people when you're waiting in a line that will engage with you in conversation. I'm not talking about the cashiers that very clearly do not want to talk to you, because you can tell the cashier that doesn't want to talk to you doesn't say a word, doesn't even look at you, maybe says hi, you find everything okay, total is this. There are those ones. And then there are the cashiers that are like, oh my God, the weather is so amazing today. I was going to go to the beach and like blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, I'm thinking about what. It's like, that is the perfect opportunity. I promise you, not only are you getting to improve your day-to-day, like social interactions and improving that, but you're also making their day. Because there's a lot of cashiers that don't want to talk to you. And I respect that. I do. Trust. But there's a lot of cashiers that also, it's pretty boring to just sit there and scan stuff all day, that want to talk to you. that actually want to have conversations. So like if you take a look at when you interact with the next person like this in your life, whether it's you're waiting on a line and the person in the line wants to talk to you, or if you're checking out your stuff or whatever, and you find that you're like, I haven't talked to a stranger in like a month. Give the same energy back, practice, try to get better. And you will, first of all, you'll make their day. You're improving their life. They want to. They wouldn't be engaging you and talking your ear off if they didn't want to talk to someone. So you're making them happy. And you're improving your social skills. It is objectively a win-win. And especially if you're looking at your past month of stats and you're like, damn, I really have not talked to anyone that I don't know in like a week. I've been bed rotting like crazy, or like a month or more. It's like, you know what? Sure, I'll engage you. Yeah. You see the new Superman movie? You see this? You will not make me talk to someone. Listen, if you don't care about talking to people, you don't have to. I'm talking to people who want to improve talking to people. I've always felt like it's a huge net negative for me that I suck so bad at small talk. And when I say small talk, I mean like you can get personal with small talk. I mean conversations with people that you might never talk to again. And I've always been so shit at them. And I've just like, when I look at that, I'm like, this is a failure on my part that I can't do this if I wanted to. Do I want to? I don't genuinely want to talk to strangers. Okay. But do I want to be able to do it if I want to? Yes, I want to be able to. And I currently feel like I suck. I suck
Due
at
to
it
life
so bad.
circumstances, I've been talking to strangers a lot more lately, and it's definitely a muscle you can train.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, small talk with cashiers was my only social outlet during the pandemic. I mean, it was for a long time. So like, I also know people who are such great conversationalists. I spoke to someone recently who like, they literally, I've never seen someone so successfully and so easily carry a conversation. Like there was not a single awkward gap in that conversation. I was like, how do I do this? Why do I suck so bad at this? I'm so mauled about this. And I'm like, I want to improve this skill. So I try to improve it. If you want to suck at your skills, if you never want to be able to do it, because it's one thing to be like, oh, I can quit whenever I want, and then being actually able to quit when you want, right? Because I have met stoners who are like, no, I can quit whenever I want. I'm like, oh yeah, prove it. And they're like, okay. And then they go like a month without weed. And I'm like, oh, you really actually can. Oh, okay, cool. Anakin voice, is it possible to learn this power? So like all of that is to say, it's a skill I want to be able to have. And it makes me mauled that I don't have this skill. I don't think you can practice that. I'm like that, but I've been like that. It just happens. What do you mean? Well, sorry, to be clear, I think it's like a scale. Like I do think that there's like, hold up. Definitely a muscle. Mine atrophied so bad during the pandemic. Dude, mine was like fried during the pandemic. It was gone, people. It was gone. What was I trying to say? Oh, it's definitely like there's like a 0 to 10, and like maybe each individual person, wherever you are on the on this scale, you can like move up or down like 5 points. Maybe there's like a max limit. Maybe you can't get all the way to 10. Because I've met people who've always been social. Like since they were teenagers, they've been social and they're still social, right? But I feel like I've always been kind of like a 3 or a 4 on like small talk. And with a lot of practice, I think I've gotten to like a 6. And that's just like improving listening and responding to other people. I still suck really bad at like bringing up conversations and creating new conversations and maintaining the conversation in a way that's meaningful. But like, I feel like I was able to improve that. And then also during the pandemic, when I stopped talking to people altogether because everyone was trapped at home, I swear to God, I attribute to like a 2. I suck at exiting a conversation. I mean, I'm so bad at that like I usually plan exits ahead of time. Like in my head, I have ways to get out of something early. You seem so good with words. I promise you it was not. I wouldn't even get in the line to order a drink or like to order like a coffee or whatever. I wouldn't get in the line until I decided what I wanted. Because the idea of like standing in front of the server and not know, like I would just pull up a blank. I'd be like, coffee? It's like, they don't want a coffee. Why did I ask for a coffee? And then I take this stupid burnt coffee. I'm like, this sucks. Why did I order this? I hate my life. I was like so proud of myself the first time I ordered food and they gave me the wrong food and I asked to have it fixed. I was so proud of myself. I was like, yeah, pulled over the server. I was like, hey, I actually didn't order this. I was so happy. I was like so happy. Oh, thanks, Vio. I'm Rizless. I'm so Rizless, dude. I'm unbelievably Rizless. I used to be a cashier. I promised they would help you if you're nice about it. I work retail for 15 years. I'm now a union organizer. My job is literally to talk to people. I'm pretty good at it. After a work trip full of talking to people nonstop for a week, I retreat in my cave and not need to have any social interactions for a day or two. But it surely is something that I improved naturally when I moved into my old apartment in a big city. I had to engage with strangers more, and I find myself not being that uncomfortable in social contexts. I always thought I was antisocial. Turns out I was just an introvert with really good social skills. I mean, yeah, like it's a skill just like anything else is, you know? It's a skill the same way that like you can practice, I don't know, swimming. If you like currently, if you can't swim, if you're literally a 0 on swimming, like if I put you in a pool, you drown. Am I saying that if you train hard enough, you'll become Michael Phelps? Of course not. Okay, that guy's a freak. Okay, that guy's a freak of nature. You're not going to be Michael Phelps. You will never be Michael Phelps if you are starting maybe like at a 0. But you can become a pretty good swimmer. If you started swimming now and you started practicing, you could probably swim in the ocean. You might not be the fastest or like strongest or whatever swimmer, but you can become a pretty good swimmer. Right? It's the same thing, right? Like, I'm not saying you're going to get to become the most social. I'm not saying all of us can be extra Emily. Okay? Some of us in here, maybe. All right? Me? No. Oh, I don't think I could do the shit that she does. I don't think so. No. But surely we could all get like, we could get to half her power. Right? You couldn't cook crack in a parking lot? I would explode. I would like, no, I would explode. Like a 50-50, I just start crying on the spot. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to make steak. I don't know. I just would never do it. I would just never do it. It'd be too scary to do. I'm Maya in this clip. Let's see.
Do you ever talk about eating ass?
Emily.
Oh, yes. Oh, I don't think they care. They're just walking around. So like, personally, I don't eat ass, but because I wore this shirt.
Okay, so like, I don't think all of us can become extra Emily. Some of us will stay Maya. For some of us, that's too hard, which is okay. which is okay.
Called legalize eating ass. Now people think I eat ass, and I don't. And I'm like, ugh, how am I supposed to like overcome that?
We have to go outside.
No, it's fine. Everyone here's so nice. This is Maya.
Hi guys, I'm Maya.
Yes, and Maya's happy to be here.
I'm really excited about
think
being
so? You
here.
think so?
Dude, Emily texted me yesterday.
Oh,
She-
yeah?
In caps, of course. She
Thank
said,
you.
Maya, would you like to do aerial yoga with me tomorrow? And I said, what the fuck is that?
I like the voice here.
And she sent me the craziest screenshots I've ever seen. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
That I saw this chat. I'm not gonna lie. I saw this initial clip when it was on LSF, and it was like, it's like Maya does perfect extra Emily impression. Which, by the way, that was a pretty damn close impression. But the clip started. It was just 15 seconds, and it started here, and I was so stressed. Okay, the clip started here, and it said like Maya does perfect extra Emily impression.
and Maya's happy to be here.
I'm really excited about being
You
here.
think so?
And I was like, no.
Emily texted me yesterday.
Oh,
She-
yeah?
In caps, of course. She
Thank
said,
you.
Maya, would you like to do
And I was like, oh, okay. Oh my God. I was like literally so stressed. I was about to piss my pants when that happened, when I watched this the first time.
yoga with me tomorrow? And I said, what the fuck is that?
I like the voice here.
And she sent me the craziest screenshots I've ever seen. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh well, it's just like us with ropes or whatever. Like, have you ever done this? Have you ever thought about doing this?
I have never thought about doing that in my life.
Well, me and Maya will be doing this soon. Isn't that kind of scary? Like, can you imagine never doing this?
No, also, I played basketball the past 2 days in a row, and I'm so sore. It's gonna hurt so bad.
Oh my god.
I'm excited.
Wait, have you said like what the basketball's for?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in Lubbock's 3v3 basketball tournament.
Guys, we have to cheer on Maya.
It's
Wait, Chatter says they took pics at my studio. Wait, what the fuck? You're so lucky.
me, Diddy, Rarky, and Yuki.
That's a great team.
It's Team Donate 12 A's.
That's so sweet.
That's our team name.
Wait, donate to all days?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
No, wait, and Maya, you're like really good at basketball.
Thank you.
Do you have the link, Hot Mafia?
Like, how did you get so good?
Oh,
Diddy
no,
sauce, not
Diddy
not
sauce.
that Diddy.
Our friend Diddy, he had the name before everything happened.
I feel bad. He always gets the
Yeah.
but he's just a tall dude.
He's 7'1".
He's 7'1". He's
Kind
I'm
of OP.
sure he's good
That's unlucky. Just like every single person named Epstein.
at basketball.
Anyways, all of that is just to say, what is this stupid fucking... I hate you. Sorry, I've seen so many videos about, like, I've seen so many video thumbnails about me, and I feel nothing, and I think it's all hilarious. And then the second I see one of, like, a streamer I like, I like, actually really mauled about it. Like, seeing this, it's like, the most annoying streamer on the entire planet, ungrateful as fuck, and it's extra Emily's face, it's like, I hate you. I hope you step on the ends of cords every day for the rest of your life. The sharpest Lego. Makes me mauled. Makes me so mauled. 1 second. Anywho. Probably can downvote bad recommendations. That's true.
Yesterday, I dug a hole and then I went to a networking event for 2 hours. And then I had another networking event. And when I say networking, guys, I mean like you show up to an event, you get a cocktail, and then you gotta walk up to an existing group and say, "Hi, I'm Maya. What do you guys do? You're going in there raw, you know what I mean? It's not like there's icebreakers. I would die. You guys want to hear the strat, by the way? When you go to a networking event like that, pardon my language, raw dog, talk to one person. I'm Maya here. What's your name? What are you doing here? You guys are standing together talking, right? And then all you do for the rest of the networking event is you grab stragglers. Here's the thing that you learn about adulthood as you enter it, right? Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. Everybody's lost. Everybody's anxious. Everybody's like, this sucks. You just have to be disarming enough. And then you find people that are alone. Two things. One, you're helping them because they're alone. Two, when you pull someone in and you say, hey, what's up? You want to hang out here? Then you look like you're supposed to be there. And that is a great way to combat your imposter syndrome. And then you start collecting them. And then you have 4 people in a circle, but they all think that you're the one who knows everyone in that circle because you are the one that knows everyone in that circle because you brought them all into the circle. When they go off into their own circles, they go talk to somebody like a communications person, for example, and they say, oh my God, you would love this girl Maya I just met. And then they bring them over to your circle. And then you look like you're the one that knows what's going on. Maybe you are the one that knows what's going on.
I am the one who knocks. No, but like actually. Okay. This is the most autism thing I'm going to admit to. And it really doesn't help that like Nathan's The Rehearsal came out recently where he basically, that's the show. But I actually, long before the second season of The Rehearsal, I actually did that where I was like, I'm going to RP as the coolest person I know. And then anytime I'm like, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say? I'm like, well, what would they say? They would say this. So anyways, yeah. And like, I'm not joking. It worked. It works. Isn't that called masking? Well, it's not masking because I'm doing something I want to do. I'm just not good at it and I'm nervous. Like, I want to be that person. I'm just not that person yet. Whereas masking is like you're hiding who you are because you're trying to be more palatable to everybody else. That sounds the same. What? I disagree. So anyways, yeah, fake it till you make it works. Well, fake it till you make it, just like, it's just too vague. Just think of the person you think is the coolest person that you would want to be. And then just ask yourself, well, what would they do right now? And then like, you can live their life. So I'll be like, well, what would this person do right now? Would they be sitting in this corner by themselves like a loser? No, of course not. They would be walking up to, and then I would like pick a person, be like, and then they would say this, and then I go and do it. And I just pretend like I'm that person. Method acting, but good. What would Luffy say right now? Exactly. I'm not joking. I'm very serious. Yeah, masking is more about like safety. That's masking because it's not you. No, that's not what masking. Masking is not just trying to not be you because I want to be that person. So yeah. What would Elon Musk do? Ew. Ew. Masking is conforming? Yeah, that's not what, no. No. No, I want to be the coolest, most confident version of myself. That isn't afraid to walk up to people and have fun and tell fun stories and tell fun jokes and encourage everyone to laugh and have a good time. Okay. So anywho. Literally what Jim Carrey's The Mask is about. With masking, you're trying to blend in. That's the opposite. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to stand out. And it's also like, I don't want to be someone who's absolutely not me. right? Like, I'm not going to pretend to be into like golfing. That's stupid. But like, I'll be more courageous about being like, yeah, okay, I play Heroes of the Storm. What are you going to do about it, pussy? I bet you can't even play the game, bitch. Like, that's like being a cooler version of yourself is not masking or pretending to be someone else. So anyways, all right. Moving on. That game still exists. Yes. Usually I see negative stuff about my favorite streamers. I'm like, okay, maybe there's something in there I should be critical about. And then I start watching it's all nothing burger BS. I'm like, you're just dumb. Yeah. There's so much content on YouTube that just like farms fake outrage and nonsense. Like the best example of this is all the videos and VODs and live streams about like Anissa, iDubbbz divorce arc. It's like they're literally happily married. Like you guys are coping like crazy. Like that's actually silly. Okay, I did actually do some mini golfing, and mini golfing was fun. Mini golfing was fun, but I've never went golfing. So I can't comment on golfing. So I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna walk up to a group and be like, I love golfing. I've done so much of it. I just really like the holes in golfing. You know, like 1 hole, 2 hole, like how many? I'm not gonna do. That's insane. That would be an insane person thing to do. All right. Let's close some of this nonsense. Oh, I was watching this fucking clip. It's like the immediate psychic damage. We made it 10 seconds. Anyways, much better advice. Talk to people who want to talk to you. There's a lot of people in the world that want to talk to you. Okay. And if you want to suck at talking forever, that's fine. I mean, sure. There are things that I don't care about. Like, I don't care if I'm never going to be good at kayaking. It's a very unimportant thing that doesn't happen in my life very often. But I actually do want to be good at talking to people. I do want to be good at socializing. Oh, Mayor Cat, you just keep walking back and forth. He's just like, I saw him in the corner of my eye and he's just like walking. He's like, how do I get on the window? Anyways, I feel like I want to be good at socializing. I want to be able to have that skill. It's a skill I want. It's something that I want to be able to do and I want to be able to do often. And I think people who can do it are cool as shit. I want it. I want it so bad. And God was like, what if I gave you social anxiety though? That would be hilarious. That would be so funny if I made you like people and then made you terrified of talking to them. It's like, lawyer can't do shit, dude. Fuck you. What is this nonsense bullshit ass fucking nerve? And no, I will not, okay? I will not fucking sit here at my fucking dog shit skill level and be like, well, I guess I'm just always gonna be bad at talking to people. I guess that's what life's about. Not everyone can be cool. It's like, no. Fuck you. I decide how good I am at talking to other people. I make the rules around here, okay? I will become better. I will. How do you score yourself right now? Like, I'd say like a 6. I would say like I'm at a 6. Well, I don't think I ever make a conversation worse or uncomfortable. And sometimes I feel like I make conversations fun and way better. But I'm a little out of practice right now. And so I've been feeling very awkward lately. It's 90% mental, 10% skill. True. That's actually accurate. So, I'm too much of a yapper. I mean, can we see this in action? Learn IRL stream when? We should do an IRL stream. I just hate IRL streams because they're so stressful. 15% concentrated power of will. 100% reason to remember the name. Barthel, thank you for the gift. So, thanks. Anyways, warning, if you say your conversation grind at a coffee shop, they will make you leave, though. That's true. My experience, cool and interesting people like people that try. It's about being okay with being vulnerable. Yeah. In my experience, as long as you try and like include people in conversations, they have a good time. So that's what I try to do. But yeah, Just like, I can't even grind a coffee shop. What are the devs doing? Everyone likes being included. Yeah. In my experience, being earnest is the biggest factor in making genuine connections. Yeah. And then you can do a lot of other things that help. Like, for example, showering and using deodorant. That helps a lot, okay? Because I will tell you if I'm talking to someone who is stinky, I want to stop talking to them. And I'm like, damn, is that how other people feel when I smell stinky? Okay, I got to make sure I don't let that happen. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. And the more conversations you have, the more things you'll notice that you don't like other people do, and the more things you'll notice that you like that people do, and then you can steal the strats. You know, it's like watching your favorite streamer play a game and then stealing their strats and stealing the meta. You're like, oh, I never thought about playing it like that. Wait, that is true. I can do that. And you do that. Steal their entire flow. Bar for bar. Okay.
Like we need to make, like there needs to be like a Dark Souls level AI where you actually have to talk to it like a normal person. Like, because a lot of the AIs are like Genshin Impact level difficulty. But like we need to have like an actual like AI that gets annoyed if you're not nice to her. Because that way it's like a training program for a real girl. Yeah, women are cooked. Yeah, no, I'm serious. They should do that. No, they should. They could call it oh fuck. I'll think of a good name for it. Yeah, and good idea. Yeah, to nag you every once in a while, to be annoying, something like that. Call it.
They would just stop talking to the AI then. If you're so antisocial that like you're refusing, like you want to get better at talking to people, but you also like don't want to talk to people. Once the AI starts being rude, you're just going to close it and go talk to a different AI. Like, what? Hello?
Woman? No, I'm not saying that, guys. Grok hardcore, yes. Roguelike girlfriend, yes. You know what? That's actually such a good fucking idea. They could make a roguelike version of Grok AI, and they could actually try to train people to talk to girls. That's fucking brilliant. Oh my god. And you could have like different options, like things to say, etc. It's crazy accurate. Yes, exactly. And we need difficulty sliders. Well, the reason why I was thinking of a name is I wanted to think of an acronym that would be BPD, but it could make sense with an AI. So I'd really have to think about what would be the best way to say.
Don't listen to this. Go talk to people outside. Just go talk to people outside. And it's very easy to know if someone wants to talk to you or they really want the conversation to end, okay? If people are responding with one-word responses and aren't looking at you, they don't want to continue the conversation. If people are responding in full sentences and they're looking at you, and if they ask you a question, they're having a good time and want to talk to you. Life is like a roguelike video game. Guys, go play that. Yeah. The problem in thinking that there's a perfect thing to say or a perfect way to act, the key, however, seems to be exposure there. I mean, yeah, there is no, that's the other thing too. It's like, there's no perfect thing to say or perfect way to act towards any given individuals. Like you are still you. You don't have to change yourself. Like your core values or whatever. You don't have to change your hobbies or pretend to be someone that you're absolutely not. Especially if you already like are good at talking to people, like you already have people in your life that like hanging out with you and having fun with you or whatever, and you've experienced that before, you should know that like I'm a degen gamer that like cannot maintain conversations that aren't about like games or my immediate hobbits. Habits and hobbies. Not hobbits, not hobbits. Yeah, the idea that this would work is hilarious, though. It's very funny. Also, we already have this. It's called, like, dating sim games. The problem with realistic dating sim games is people don't like them.
Say that, but it does seem like the Grok waifu is very popular.
Don't do this. Go. Also, like, acronym BPD, dude. All your marble are belong to us. Why is it so horny, though? Dude, I saw it horny posting. That was crazy. Problem with dating sims is that they don't take into account how ugly we are. Wrong. I promise you, I have met so many people, to use some manosphere incel type of language, okay? To appeal to these people. I've spoken to lots of people that are like 5s or 6s, and they were so much fun to talk to, and I had so much fun talking to them, and they were such great conversationalists. I did not want the conversation to end. And I've talked to a lot of people that were 10s, and they were the most boring people to talk to on the planet, and I wanted to jump off of a ledge into a ball pit that was completely safe. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. What if I'm chopped and boring? Real. Fucking real. Shut the fuck up. No, the fact that you wrote that message means you're actually not chopped and boring, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that means that that's not true. And chances are, if you feel like you're either not chopped or not boring, or that you are chopped and boring, there's a good chance that the problem is that you actually aren't talking to enough people in your life. That's actually probably the bigger problem. The bigger problem is, like, maybe you're talking to like 2 new people a month. Can you imagine a study, reading a study, and it was like n equals 2? You'd be like, this is fucking worthless. This is a worthless ass study. You can't judge anything from these 2 people. What the fuck? You should think about your interactions the same way. You can't judge yourself and be like, I suck and nobody likes me because I talked to 5 people and they didn't want to keep talking. It's like n equals 5, dude. Like, hello? You wouldn't listen to a research paper that was like n equals 5. What is chopped? Being ugly. That's what being chopped is. I just went to start a convo with my new flatmate, and she was watching Fresh and Fit. Yeah, no, okay. They're chopped and boring. That's that. They are chopped and boring. Are you flatmates with Pearl? Dude, Pearl makes me so sad because it's like, girl, please love yourself. Side note, recently met a Tectone fan. I talked about this in the chat before. Wildest freaking IRL interaction I've ever had in a decade, probably. I mean, even the Tectone fans that come in here, they literally only have one line. Like, they're just so stupid. They don't know what else to say other than W Tectone. Low-key, I think, like, I feel like at this point, I feel like at this point, with how much coverage I've had with the lawsuit, at least one person has to have recognized me. At least one hater has to have recognized me, because I went to this, like, party club thing. It was this anime expo thing, and there was one person who recognized me, and they were like, yeah, fight the lawsuit, woo! And they were like rooting me on. I was like, oh, that is so nice. Which is the first time that's ever happened. But I have yet to find like there hasn't been a single hater. Oblivion adoring fan I know. Well, they also don't. Oh, that's true. There's a lower percentage of them that leave the house. That's true. That's true. It's a good point. I didn't think about that. Tectone fan was a woman. They're all very bitch made. Look at the guy who said H31, by the way, to Hassan at the protest. Yeah, it's really cringe. Although it would be really funny for it to happen. Because I think my strategy would be like, what would be the most toxic thing to do to a hater? Pretend like you didn't hear them, go in for a hug and be like, oh, it's really nice to meet you. What's your name? Hi, how's it going? That would be crazy. They would be so shook. They'd be like, James? Hi. Like, that would be such a Chad move, dude. That would be so giga. That would be so giga. Did you want like a picture or something? They would literally cry. That would be amazing. That would be like the most effective like conversion strategy.